Hi, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Logical here. Today I'm gonna be doing a PSD tutorial. PSDs was something that I really wanted to do when I started off in this community. I really wanted to do like logos and PSDs, like stuff like that when I started designing, and I never really knew how to do it. It took me a while to learn, and tonight I'm gonna show you guys how to do this only on Photoshop. No C4D, no nothing else. Photoshop only. It's really easy actually, and it was something that was very helpful to me. So I really hope this is helpful for you guys, and that it works for you and it helps you to improve your designing. I'll be uploading a lot more of these tutorials in like some new time. I'm gonna be uploading a lot of them sometime soon, and I'm streaming too. So yeah, sub if you guys like this video, guys. So yeah, so we're gonna go make a new file. We want to make it the size 500 by 500 pixels. And then the resolution doesn't really matter, it's all up to your PC. So if your PC, let's say, is really good, I'd recommend like 300 in resolution, but mine's okay, so I'm gonna use 150. So yeah, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna file, I'm going to place, and for the sake of this video I'm gonna use a very commonly known logo, the red logo, Red Reserve. It's a big team, so yeah, it's also good for the thumbnail, you know. So what you're gonna do is just, I'm gonna move this aside a little bit, and what you want to do is press Control R. So then this little thing's gonna pop up. All you want to do is grab it from this side right here and pull it up. And once you're like in the middle, it's gonna snap. So you see, like, it's snapped right there. I'll try to move it and it doesn't really move. So yeah, it snaps. So you do that. Damn it, wait. Alright, so you do this like that. So yeah, there, it's separated and it's perfectly centered. So you're gonna go to the red logo and press Control T. So you're gonna get this option. So here you can make it bigger, smaller, and you see this little thing in the middle that lets you center it. So I'm gonna make it a bit smaller, and I'm going to center it right there. It snaps too, so you'll be able to see the middle. And what you want to do is right click right there and duplicate layer, press OK. And what you want to do is go over to this one and right click it, go to blending options, and you're gonna go to color overlay, and you're gonna change the color to, I recommend red because it's easy to like see the difference from red and black. You can also pick any other color, but I'm just gonna use red for now. And I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna press Control T, and what you want to do is make this a lot more like smaller, a lot smaller. So once it's small, you just want to center it like you did with the old logo. And what you want to do is just make it a good size. So you can kind of see it 3D right now, but it will be a lot more 3D later on in the video. I'm just gonna make it a little bit. I'm just gonna make this a little bit smaller. All right, there we go. So now you can kind of see the 3D in it. Not that much, but it's visible. Now you want to go to the first layer, the one that's black, and just go to the opacity right here. Turn it down. I recommend like 50, 60. I'm gonna use like 70 right now. So yeah. Now what you want to do is come over to this right here, the second one, the one that's red, and you're gonna go over here and click right here, so it adds a new layer. Then what you're gonna do is you can use I usually use the polygonal lasso tool, but you can also use the brush I really don't recommend the brush. Yeah, don't use a brush. You can use a pen tool though, and some other stuff. So a little tip right now that I'm gonna give you guys is when you're filling in these little holes, you can hold Alt and then just zoom in with or scrolling with your mouse, and you can just zoom in and you can fix everything here and you can zoom back out. So yeah, that's a quick tip. It's very useful. You'll use it all the time. So yeah, yeah. So now what you want to do is find a corner. You see the corner between these two? That's what you want to fill to make it 3D. So I'm gonna click this corner right here and this corner right here. So now if this would be red, it would look 3D. So you just wanna cover it on top of this white hole right here. So you wanna go around it so that the whole white thing right here is covered, the hole. And then once that's done, you right click it, you go to fill. And since I used red for this right here, I'm gonna use red again. So okay, I'm just gonna press OK. Then once you got this, you just press Control D. So now you want to do this with all the holes. For example, here you can see there's a hole inside of it. So I'm gonna do it again. fill. And yeah, and you do this with all the corners, like these corners right here, on all these, or any hole that is white or anything. So yeah, I'm probably gonna skip this. I'm gonna fast forward it. So yeah, I'll see you guys sometime soon. Alright, so I finished up all the things. Now it kind of looks 3D, but you just want to make it better. You can check it. You can check that you didn't miss any holes, any differences right here, just by going to the first one, the one that's black, and just turning up the opacity to max. So yeah, this looks about good, like good. The 3D looks nice. Now all you want to do is come over to the first one. You want to go to the second one, sorry, the one with the 3D, and you want to hold shift and then click on the red one that I'm using, the background, the smaller one. Just click on that. So now both of these are going to be selected. You want to right click and then merge layers. So yeah, that's very important, so that you can have one big thing instead of having both of them and having to click again. So yeah, now what you're going to do is come to the first layer, double click it, or you can double click it, or you can right click it and go to blending options, and it's the same thing. And then what you want to do is go to color overlay. You select the color, and I usually get in like a kind of a clear gray. This looks about good. Then once you have this, you just go to inner glow right here. I like working with the straight up white, not just a little bit yellow. So yeah, you can do that yourself. And then I'm just gonna mess with the size. I think that looks about good. Mess with the opacity a little bit more. And then finally, I'm gonna go over here to Satan and just turn down the opacity. You can mess with the size and distance too. So yeah, I just like this. I'm gonna make the size a bit, yeah, like that. Just turn down the opacity. That looks about good. So now you can press OK, and you can hide all these things by just clicking right there. That's a quick tip. So I'm gonna do this again. Blending options. Then I'm gonna go to color overlay. Click right there, just go a little bit. Now instead of using the same color you did right here, I recommend a little bit of a darker gray, so it looks a little bit better. This looks about good. Then you want to go to your inner glow. You can press this right here. I'm gonna do it white, and you can make the size for it. Now you can change the size for it. Just gonna make it so that it looks a little bit, just a little touch of inner glow. So yeah, that looks about right. And then you're gonna mess with the Satan again, and I'm just gonna put down the opacity for this. And yeah, that looks about good. Now this looks like a good 3D, but the white kind of like messes it up. So what you want to do is come over down here by the background, click right here on a new layer, go over to the rectangular marquee tool, and just select everything. Then just right click, fill, and I'm gonna use black for this. You can also select your own color if you want to make, I don't know, green. You can make it green, but I'm just gonna use black because I like how it looks with the PSD. Now once you have this, all you gotta do is press Control D, and all those lines are out. I'm gonna click back on this, and what I'm gonna do right now is, this is done. Now I want to add the lighting, so you go to the first layer right here, and you click another layer. Then you want to go over here to the brush tool, and you want to click on this, the one that, not the straight one, not the hard one. You want to click on this one right here, and I recommend the size 600. It's like a good size. You can change the size right here. So yeah, now I click out. You can press Alt as I taught you earlier, and scroll out and just make a light right there. You can make a lighting right there, or you can make it in the middle or whatever. You can fix that by yourself. Another tip that I really want to show you guys that I use all the time is whenever you make, like, let's say a lighting and you put it in the wrong spot or whatever, or you do too much or whatever, you want to go back to your old step, you just hold Control Alt and then press C, and then you go back, and if you want to go back to one, you just press Control Shift and Z. So yeah, that's a little tip that I always use, and it's very useful for everything you do. So yeah, this lighting looks about good. I'm gonna keep with that. I'm gonna scroll back in there, and now now that the lighting looks good, I kind of want to fix this color right here. So just double click it or anything, and I'm gonna change it to a dark gray, a little bit darker. This looks about good. I like that. So yeah, now that's good, I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna go up to the first one, the black one, then click on a new layer, and you'll go over this T, which means text, which stands for text. So all you want to do is click. I recommend somewhere about here, below the logo, like it usually is. So yeah, somewhere in between the middle of the bottom and the bottom of the logo. So I'm gonna just put in text. I'm gonna check it out, and what you can do is now to edit the text, you can, if your style is not good, you can choose other text. I really recommend Gotham Bold. So all you gotta do to get Gotham Bold is go on thefont.com or any other let's say website you use for fonts and download it, and then you can mess with the size. I usually use 14. I like smaller sizes. This is a bit too small for me, so I'm gonna stick to 14 for this one right now. So yeah, you can fix the size by yourself too. Now what you want to do is, now that everything is looking nice, you want to right click, go to blending options, and then go to color overlay, and I'm gonna make it very clear but a little bit more grayish. And now I'm gonna go to the inner glow, mess a little bit with the inner glow, so I'm gonna zoom in just so this looks better, and go to the inner glow, and I'm gonna make it about 2 looks fine to me. And then you can mess with the Satan too. I usually mess with this a lot, so yeah, I'm gonna just put in 26. Now you can back out, and look, you have a PSD right there. Another tips I can give you is you can duplicate this layer right here, go to this layer right here, right click on it, rasterize type, and then what you're gonna do is just filter, blur, motion blur, and make the size for it not that big, a little bit smaller. So about that looks fine. Then mess with the opacity, lower the opacity, and yeah, you can change the name to it. You can do anything. Usually I see this in a lot of PSDs, so they look nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this really helped you guys. It really helped me when I started out in the community and designing. So yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna be uploading a lot more tutorials. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'm out.